to the border of Afghanistan and Pakistan. This action was done to find the perpetrator of 9/11 and to fight terrorism. From there on, the war on terror, primarily in Afghanistan, immediately began. Why is the war on terror so significant to me? Why am I talking about it? Simple. I experienced it. I was born in Pakistan, but my mother's family lives in Afghanistan. So we would always visit Afghanistan for holidays. We would visit my mother's hometown and the village that my grandfather resided in. I vividly remember a time when we were returning from Afghanistan and approaching the border. The driver informed my mother that there was a huge amount of traffic ahead. At that time, I thought nothing of it. But as we got closer to the border, all I remember was chaos everywhere. The driver, in shock, and told my mother the exact words, "I think there was a bombing." 30 minutes before we had arrived, a suicide bomber had struck the border. When we got out of the car, my mother quickly held my hand and led me to the side of the road where a boy with a luggage cart was standing. The boy grabbed the luggage from my mother's arms and placed it in the luggage cart. My mother picked my older sister and I up and placed us in the luggage cart as well. My brother, 12 at that time, insisted that since he could handle everything in the entire world, he wouldn't sit in the luggage cart with us. So he walked alongside us. Bad idea, because when we were walking on the side of the road, his leg got stuck in a pothole, and while trying to get out his leg, he immediately started bleeding.
Today, while walking on the side of the road, about 5 American military trucks and Humvees started to drive on the main road. Never before in my life had I seen an American military truck. I thought they were as big as Jupiter is compared to the Earth. I still remember my mother yelling at the boy to not drive onto the main road. She said they would not stop if they saw us. I still remember my sister and I crying at the scene in front of us. I still remember the little shards of glass and the little droplets of blood scattered on the ground too. It was scary for an 8-year-old to experience such a thing. Today, I understand why America was in Afghanistan at that time, but an 8-year-old me saw it as a disruption to peace, especially to the innocent families living there who were greatly affected by the actions of America and by the war on terror. 8-year-old me would recommend that while trying to find the perpetrator of 9/11 and trying to fight terrorism, they could have also protected the innocent families that were suffering from their actions and from the actions of Taliban. I am no longer afraid of my past. Instead, I embrace it. That's why I stand here on this stage telling my story and my story of the war and why I'm here in this country. The war on terror, while it was the war on terror for America, it was the war on peace for Afghanistan. Thank you.